Welcome to the BYD world.
What if I told you that one company from China just unveiled a technology so powerful it's forcing Tesla, Toyota, and even the biggest automakers in the world to rethink everything they know about cars? For years, this company moved quietly, staying out of the spotlight, but with one announcement, they've shaken the entire auto industry. And the most shocking part? This is only the beginning. For nearly 2 decades, BYD, short for Build Your Dreams, was building more than just cars. While rivals flooded headlines with flashy launches and bold promises, BYD chose silence. Instead of hype, they built factories. Instead of slogans, they trained engineers. By 2024, that patience paid off. More than 4.3 million vehicles rolled off their lines in a single year, officially making BYD the world's top EV manufacturer. But behind that staggering number is something far more important: a strategy of relentless preparation. With a workforce of over 1 million people and 120,000 engineers pushing boundaries, BYD quietly set the stage for a revolution. They weren't just competing, they were rewriting the rules. And what they revealed next proved that the rest of the industry had no idea what was coming. When BYD finally pulled back the curtain, the spotlight fell on a breakthrough that seemed almost impossible. Their fifth-generation dual-mode hybrid system, known simply as DM 5.0, was unlike anything the auto industry had ever seen. At its debut in Seoul, BYD rolled out 2 sleek new models, the Chin L DMI-i and the Seal 06 DMI-i. On the surface, they looked refined but familiar. But beneath the bodywork sat a system designed to shatter expectations. A compact 1.5-liter petrol engine wasn't built for speed or showmanship. It was engineered purely for efficiency. Paired with a powerful electric motor, it unlocked a range that sounded more like science fiction than reality. Over 2,000 kilometers on a single tank and charge. That kind of distance doesn't just rival fully electric cars, it makes traditional hybrids look outdated overnight. BYD found what others had missed: not perfection in extremes, but harmony in balance. And that balance leads straight to the heart of the story. The engine that shouldn't exist, but does. At the core of BYD's fifth-generation system is an engine that sounds ordinary on paper, but rewrites the laws of efficiency in practice. A modest 1.5-liter petrol block producing just 99 horsepower doesn't exactly scream game changer. But when paired with BYD's electric motor, it transforms into something extraordinary. The numbers tell the story. This engine reaches a thermal efficiency of 46.06%, beating Toyota's long-standing record and pushing dangerously close to Formula One territory. To put that in perspective, most gas engines waste over half their fuel as heat. This doesn't. It squeezes every drop of energy, delivering over 80 miles per gallon even when the battery runs low. How did they pull this off? Through relentless engineering. A 16.1 compression ratio, precision combustion control, a split cooling system, and almost zero wasted motion inside the block. It's not a laboratory prototype. It's production-ready, designed for the road. For drivers, it means fewer fuel stops and smoother rides. For the industry, it means the old playbook has just been ripped apart. And if that wasn't enough, BYD built the system to adapt to every kind of driver, no matter their lifestyle.
BYD didn't stop at building the world's most efficient hybrid engine. They made sure it could fit every lifestyle. That's why their DM technology comes in 3 distinct versions. The DMI focuses on fuel efficiency, tailored for everyday commuters who want to cut costs without cutting comfort. The DMP blends power and precision, built for those who crave a spirited drive with instant electric torque. And then there's the DMO, a hybrid designed for the dirt, the hills, and the unknown. Yes, even off-road adventurers get their own version of BYD's tech. Battery options add another layer of flexibility. Depending on the model, drivers can choose between a 10.08 kilowatt-hour or 15.87 kilowatt-hour pack, delivering between 50 and 75 miles of pure electric range. That means most daily errands and commutes can be completed without burning a single drop of fuel. But perhaps the most radical shift lies in the system's architecture. Unlike traditional hybrids where the gas engine takes the lead, BYD flips the script. The electric motor becomes the star, while the engine quietly supports when needed. The result is seamless power delivery, effortless driving, and an efficiency curve that leaves rivals scrambling. And at the center of this transformation is BYD's secret weapon, the battery that's setting new global standards. Every revolution in the EV world starts with the battery, and BYD's Blade battery has become the industry's biggest headache. While competitors wrestle with safety issues, rising costs, and resource shortages, BYD has been quietly perfecting a solution that changes the game. The Blade battery isn't just safer, it's almost indestructible. In extreme tests, it's been pierced, crushed, and even set on fire, yet it refuses to explode. That's because it uses a unique lithium iron phosphate chemistry engineered into long, flat cells that maximize energy density while minimizing risks. But durability isn't its only weapon. It's also cheaper to produce, less reliant on scarce minerals, and more environmentally friendly compared to traditional nickel-based batteries. This combination of safety, affordability, and sustainability gives BYD a decisive edge over rivals like Tesla and Toyota. And here's where it gets interesting. BYD isn't keeping this technology locked away. Other automakers, from established giants to rising startups, are already lining up to use the Blade battery in their own cars. In other words, BYD isn't just competing in the EV race, they're supplying the track everyone else has to run on. But even a powerful battery needs more than range. It needs endurance. And that's exactly where BYD shocked the world with numbers no one thought possible. When BYD unveiled the numbers, even seasoned analysts had to double-check the math. Their fifth-generation hybrid system delivers a jaw-dropping 1,250 miles of range on a full tank and charge combined. To put that into perspective, that's London to Rome, New York to Miami, or Riyadh to Cairo, all on a single fill-up. This isn't a concept car or a lab experiment. These are production-ready figures tested on real roads under real conditions. And for anyone who's dealt with the range anxiety of owning an EV, BYD's message couldn't be clearer. The problem is solved. But the brilliance isn't just in range, it's in efficiency. Even when running purely on electricity, these cars manage up to 75 miles of EV-only driving. For most commuters, that means an entire week of travel without burning a single drop of fuel. And when the battery does run low, the ultra-efficient 1.5-liter engine quietly steps in, extending range without compromise. The result? A car that behaves like an EV most of the time, but has the endurance of a gas-powered machine when you need it. It's the best of both worlds without the usual trade-offs. Yet while these numbers shook the industry, BYD had one more ace up their sleeve, an aggressive pricing strategy designed to undercut the competition. If the technology wasn't shocking enough, BYD's pricing strategy sent a chill through boardrooms worldwide. While rivals pour billions into EV research, then struggle to justify price tags that soar past $40,000, BYD flipped the script. Their new hybrids, equipped with record-breaking range and cutting-edge batteries, start at prices that feel almost unreal. In China, entry models undercut competitors by thousands of dollars, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine walking into a dealership and realizing you can get a futuristic car with 1,250 miles of range for the price of a standard compact sedan. That's the kind of disruption that keeps CEOs awake at night. The implications are massive. Consumers who once saw EVs as luxury toys suddenly have an affordable, practical option. Developing markets that couldn't support expensive electric cars now have a gateway to clean mobility. And for legacy automakers, this creates a dangerous squeeze. Either slash margins to compete or watch market share vanish. And as if dominating on price wasn't enough, BYD has been expanding its reach far beyond China, bringing the fight directly into the backyard of Western automakers. BYD is no longer just China's secret weapon. It's becoming a global force. In the past, Western automakers dismissed BYD as a local player. That illusion is gone. BYD is now exporting vehicles to Europe, Southeast Asia, Latin America, and even knocking on the door of markets like Japan and Australia. In Norway, their EVs outsold Volkswagen in key segments. In Thailand, BYD became the #1 EV brand within a single year of entering. And in South America, fleets of BYD buses are quietly replacing diesel models in cities from Santiago to Sao Paulo. Step by step, region by region, BYD is building a global footprint that rivals simply can't ignore. The difference? Speed. While legacy automakers are tied down by unions, legacy infrastructure, and slow decision-making, BYD operates with the agility of a startup, yet with the resources of a giant. They don't just ship cars, they build factories. From Hungary to Brazil, BYD is setting up local production to cut costs, bypass tariffs, and cement its presence. This aggressive expansion has Western brands worried. Tesla still dominates headlines, but even Elon Musk has admitted that BYD is extremely competitive. For companies like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen, the warning is clear. BYD isn't coming, it's already here. And yet the scariest part for rivals isn't where BYD is today, but where it's headed next. This isn't just about selling cars. For BYD, the mission is bigger. Their strategy blends batteries, software, and vehicles into one ecosystem, a model that looks more like Apple than Toyota. Every car is a data node, every battery a building block, every innovation a step toward reshaping mobility itself. BYD isn't chasing short-term wins. They're laying the groundwork for dominance in the industries of tomorrow, like autonomous driving, smart grids, and energy storage. Their Blade battery isn't just powering cars, it's already being adapted for buses, trains, and even homes. Imagine a future where BYD powers not just how you drive, but how you live. And meanwhile, their DeepSeek AI platform is evolving with every mile driven, building a knowledge base that no competitor can match. And with their vertical integration, from mining lithium to designing chips, they control the entire value chain. That means they move faster, innovate cheaper, and adapt quicker than anyone else. The auto industry is realizing a painful truth. BYD isn't just competing in the EV race, it's rewriting the rules of the game. What was once the quiet Chinese carmaker is now the most disruptive force in global mobility. So the question isn't whether BYD will change the auto industry, that's already happening. The real question is, can anyone else keep up? And there you have it. BYD isn't just making cars, it's making history. From record-shattering range and world-class efficiency to affordable pricing and global expansion, they've gone from underdog to industry leader in less than a decade. This isn't hype, it's reality. While others talk about the future, BYD is already building it. Their fifth-generation hybrid system, Blade battery, and smart driving tech aren't concepts. They're in production, on the road, and in the hands of millions of drivers worldwide. For traditional automakers, this is a wake-up call. The old strategies won't cut it anymore. The world is moving fast, and BYD is proving that the future belongs to those who innovate relentlessly, scale globally, and make advanced technology accessible to everyone. So now the real question is, will legacy car makers rise to the challenge, or will they be left watching as BYD drives the world into a new era of mobility? One thing is for sure, the silent storm is no longer silent. It's here and it's rewriting the rules of the road.